bus, mouse, stomach, cardboard, ferry, Christmas. Good. Now put the paper down for a moment and try to recall them in order. Then try writing them out without peeking at your list first. Do it now. You can press pause throughout this as and when you need to. There you go. I hope you joined in. Relax and forget about them now and put away your piece of paper. Now, possibly you're a clever bugger who knows the technique that I'm going to teach and remembered pretty much all of them. Well, in that case, feel free to skip ahead or join in with the others anyway. No one likes a smartass. A few more of you may have tried making up a story using the words. That can work well, but you'll find a far better technique in the minutes that follow. Certainly the vast majority of you will have found the task rather difficult and will have been really struggling to recall the words correctly by the halfway stage. I know I told you to relax and forget about them, but now I'd like you to try and recall them again. After that, I'd like you to try and list them backwards. Just try now. I won't ask you to go to any effort again. Okay, back again, and I'm presuming you found that impossible. You've just tried very hard to learn the whole list and failed. What you could remember was more difficult to recall a minute or so later, and backwards recitation was presumably out of the question. The following technique is simple and easy, and if you approach it with a spirit of playful curiosity, you'll be able to have someone write down a list like this, calling out the words as they go, and you won't need to try and learn anything because by the time they've finished, you'll have them all memorized. You can have them do the same with 50 words, which requires no extra effort on your part. You'll be able to recite the list backwards from memory as easily as forwards, and still remember the list forwards and backwards days afterwards. Here's the technique in a nutshell. We're going to take each word and find a visual link with the word next to it. Not just any picture that happens to link them, but one that involves the following criteria. Number 1. The picture should be vivid. This means you need to take a moment to clearly see the picture in your head once you've decided upon it. Also, let yourself emotionally engage with it for a moment. If the picture is amusing, many of them will be, look at it and find it funny. If it's disgusting, actually find it repulsive. Some people don't think they can visualize anything and get very sweaty when asked to do anything like this. If you think you're one of those people, don't worry, there's no proper visualization involved. This is easy. Number 2. The elements of each picture should interact. Picturing A and B stood next to each other won't really do the trick. If A could be made of B, or if A could be forced into B, or if A could smack, bugger or dance with B, that's much better. 3. If you have to link man and mug, for example, you may be able to vividly imagine those two interacting, but the picture may be too normal, such as a man drinking from a mug. The picture will be more memorable if the man is trying to drink from a giant mug, or is sucking the mug into his face, or if there's a tiny man in a mug trying to get out before the tea gets poured in. So it should be vivid, the elements should interact, and the picture should be unusual. With this in mind, let's return to our list. I chose simple words at random, so aside from constituting a fascinating glimpse into my shoutingly advanced psyche, they should serve as good as any to demonstrate this technique. I shall give here the pictures I find myself wanting to use when I link the pairs together. For now, listen through my linking images without substituting your own unless you are sure that yours conform to the criteria above. Notice how each image makes you feel. Is it funny, disgusting, dangerous? Actually take a second to feel that response and really